Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of BBP News. I'm Nicholas Rod. Chris Baker's here with me, and we are back for another Monday morning episode. Chris, start us off in the usual fashion by giving us the weather to start out our week.
In Los Angeles, California, it is cloudy 72. In Houston, Texas, it is partly sunny with a high of 58. And in Chicago, Illinois, it is partly sunny with a high of 15. Boy, is it cold in Chicago again. And in New York City, it is sunny with a high of 29 degrees.
Ooh. Yeah, we're about to get a taste of that true Chicago cold tomorrow here. I said it on Friday, and, just bringing it up again because I know you love the cold so much, Chris. Um,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, that's going to be coming through, and that should be fun.
Yeah, we got a cold snap coming through. I'm not thinking into it too much. It is what it is. Winter's here, people. We live in New York. Can't complain about it. Is what it is.
Pretty much, and I'm kind of content with it at this point. Just moving through it day by day. It's really not. I'd wager anyway. I'd like to say that it's not really as bad as some people say it is. Especially here, it's not terrible. We're not.
Sometimes it is bloody hell.
Well, when we're getting 3 feet of snow in a single storm, those are the times when it's not as pretty. But
You know what? I am asking for 3 feet of snow because we haven't gotten any snow, and let me tell you, I miss it.
it would be nice to get a little more snow. It's been very, like you say, just kind of non-existent. We've gotten little flurries here and there, and these tiny little spits of snow, but no storms, no major
See,
storms at all.
this is very weird because, I work in the snow, so usually I don't want a lot of snow because sometimes it's quite a joyful experience. And Nick, on the other hand, it has no worries with the snow. He doesn't have to shovel. He doesn't have to do. So I always say, Nick gets to sit in front of the fireplace and sit on Dad's lap and hear nice, beautiful stories and drink his hot cocoa and live in a fairyland while I'm busting just praying I don't fall on my ass with some ice. So it's very weird that I'm asking for some snow, but I'm asking for some snow. But the minute we get some snow, I'm gonna complain about it, and Nick's gonna be like, "It was so magical."
Rather than just saying it's magical, I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna remember this moment that you're calling for snow. I'm gonna remember this, and I'm gonna throw it back at you when you start
But I'm not
complaining.
asking for 3 feet. I
Well,
am
well,
not
no,
asking for
no,
three
no, no, no,
feet.
no, no. I don't think anyone would ask for that again.
If we get, you know what? Here's what I'm saying:
Okay,
8 to 6 inches, 6 to 8, 8 to 6, 8.
however you
I'm
want to
gonna
put
push
it.
it to. I'm gonna push it to 8 to 10 inches.
8 to 10.
Okay, 10 inches or less, I will not. Anything over 10 inches, I'm gonna
We're
be
we're
like,
going to
oh.
feel the earthquake.
No,
Just
it won't be a big deal. I'll
uh-huh.
just be like, oh my God, what was I thinking asking for snow?
Okay, so that'll be our deal. If I hear you complain about anything under 10, then I'll throw it at you.
But can I complain if we get nuisance storms? Because those are worse than like 3 feet of snow.
We'll see. I'll think about it. I'll contemplate it.
Like,
You know.
anyone that has to shovel, they know nuisance storms for whatever reason are just the most annoying things ever.
Hmm.
Nick, you know what? You're holding me to it. Anything less than 10 inches, I will not complain. You can hold me to it.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna. At the same time, I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine.
Would it be considered complaining if at the end of it I'm like, oh, I'm so exhausted, I just want to go to bed?
No, I'll accept that.
Okay, because that's probably what will happen.
Yeah, no, no, I'll accept that as fair dialogue. Fair dialogue.
And you know why I'm accepting this?
Why is that?
Because at the rate that we're going with snowstorms this year,
We probably
I'm
won't
not
get
going to
one.
get. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Or
fair.
if we do, we'll get 3 feet of snow.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll have to renew the bet every winter just to see how long you can keep it up for.
Nick, we are coming up on the 1 year, 1 month anniversary of 3 feet of snow. So what, January 17th, we're gonna get what, 4 feet of snow this year?
It would be our luck. It would be our luck.
Oh my, and that extra foot would just be my tears.
Yeah. Yep. And they would just freeze.
Oh no, not the ice too. God help me. But anyways, getting into the news as we start out every Monday morning with a COVID update. Omicron is attacking the healthcare system head on across the country. In some counties across the country, 600 people are being admitted to the hospital a day. And 1 in 4 hospitals are experiencing staffing shortages. In the last week alone, hospitalization is up 60%.
Testing across the country is at an all time demand. In New York, there were over 90,000 new cases reported alone on Friday. Governor Hochul is requiring healthcare workers to now get boosted with no testing option. California is joining the list of only 23 other states to activate the National Guard for help in the hospitals. Back in New York, the state is requiring 40 of the state's hospitals to push elective surgeries back at least 2 weeks.
Friday at the Supreme Court, the High Court heard oral arguments Friday over the CMS and OSHA vaccine mandate. These arguments went on for about 4 hours, and as we told you Friday, the court is not right now deciding the general legalities of these mandates. Instead, their decision at this stage will only be whether to allow or block both the vaccine mandates to take effect. While the case continues to play out in the lower courts, it is rare that the Supreme Court does get involved at this stage.
During the 4 hours, you would have heard a lot from the justices. They all had a lot to say. And from these comments, it may make you think that they are going to rule a certain way, and assuming judges will rule a certain way is a bit of a mistake. The justices have been known to say things during oral arguments to test theories. It is possible for one of the mandates to continue and not the other one, or both with modification. Depending on the ruling from the lower courts, the case might end up in front of the justices, and then they would be ruling on the merits of the case.
President Biden will be delivering his second joint session of Congress on March 1st during a primetime event. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi sent the invite to the president Friday, and later that day he did accept the invite. During this joint session, he will discuss the state of the country and his vision looking forward.
Now, moving into rapid news, the Chicago Public School District will be closed for a fourth day as the district and the teachers union continue to have disagreements over COVID-19 procedures.
Bob Saget, most known from Full House and his appearances on America's Funny Home Videos, died Sunday in an Orlando hotel at the age of 65. With that, Nick, what do you have for Monday morning news?
So, for this story, the past couple stories we've had, kind of more major hero stories, right? Major, just really huge life saving stories. Well, this time it's a bit of a smaller one, but it's still quite nice in my view. In Maryland, there was this college student who had lost his wallet while at the store. He had stopped to get a snack after I think he was work, or not even work, but he was out. He was at the store and he lost his wallet. And it had just snowed, or it snowed that night, so they couldn't find it. Him and his mom had been shoveling the driveway looking for it around like his car and his path into the house, and they even went to the parking lot, the store parking lot, and looked around there, but because of the snow, they couldn't find anything. They couldn't see anything. Well, a few days later, an employee of the store was coming in to work, and he found the wallet on the ground. And it had the ID in it, it had a bunch of money in it, all of this. So instead of just bringing it to the store and putting on it, some kind of lost and found, or bringing it to the police station or whatever, he looked at the ID and saw the address and actually drove right then and there to the family's house to return it personally. And so they were able to get the wallet back to him, and it was actually really good timing too, because it was the same day that this guy was heading back to college in South Carolina. So he was going to be gone, and but luckily they got the wallet back to him and got it home to him. And his mom had actually written to GNN and trying to thank the worker publicly. And she had stated, she had kind of made a statement addressed to the store and basically said, "You have one hell of an employee because he went above and beyond to return this wallet. Did something that few other people probably would have done."
Yeah, that's definitely above and beyond to do that.
You don't think when you find lost possessions, right, with like a wallet or something, typically your first instinct isn't to drive it to that location. You don't drive
Yeah.
it to the person's address and deliver it to them there. You put it in the lost and found. You bring it to the police station. This and that. But no, this employee went above and beyond to return that wallet and to, just make sure that nothing got lost, nothing got stolen, and just way to go to this employee. Honestly, that's dedication.
Yeah, it is. I mean that's just so above and beyond. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, that is the end of this Monday morning news. Make sure you come back Wednesday morning for an idiot in the news. They never disappoint. They're always very idiotic. And then, of course, Friday to wrap up your week with a news week. But until then, make sure you follow us on BBP News' official Twitter account for the latest 24-hour breaking news. But until Wednesday morning, have a great start to your week, everybody.
Bye, guys.